chat. It's Bad Electrician time. From the Fat Files, talking about Liquid Death. The Liquid Death Water Company. You guys suggested this one. It is Bad Electrician. We know it's going to be good. So, let us check this out. If you guys are hyping this up, seriously, I hope this is going to be as good as you guys are hyping up to be. But it's Bad Electrician. I'm sure it's going to be great. Let's check it out. And hit me.
I think this might be my new segment. I'm going to call...
Oh, I forgot I need to up his volume. I forgot he's usually quieter.
Angry case studies, and I'm just going to go over my favorite and least favorite businesses and why they're awesome or why they suck. Today we're talking about Liquid Death. It is the most savage company on the internet, and it has the best marketing team on the planet. Now that's a pretty big statement by me, so how do I know they have the best marketing team on the planet? Well, the company is only 4 years old. It was started in 2019, and today they are worth $700 million, which is really impressive for any company, but it's unbelievably, incredibly impressive when I tell you that all this company sells is water in a can and merch promoting their water in a can. I'm gonna say that again, but slower. They take water, shit that's basically free, stick it in a can, and then sell it for like $3.50 a can, and now they're worth $700 million.
Well, let's be honest, chat. Coke and Pepsi been doing this for a long time too. Because Coke and Pepsi realized a while ago that local infrastructures do shit water purification, and so many communities are under boil orders that, yeah, bottled water, bottled water has been a major thing for, what, a decade or two at this point? The fact that they were able to make $700 million over the course of, what, 5 years? With nothing but water in a can and merch is impressive. That is impressive, without a doubt. But, yeah, what are Coke and Pepsi's annual revenues for Dasani and Aquafina, for God's sake?
All right, before we go any further, I do have to say this. I'm not affiliated or associated with Liquid Death in any way, shape, or form, even though I tried to be. I tried to get them to sponsor this video and sponsor my whole channel if I could, but they didn't get back to me, so I am not affiliated with them at all.
There you go, Ray.
The rest you can take at face value. I am, however, affiliated with today's sponsor, Zydex, custom gaming PCs built right
Yes, that's what I'm considering for mine.
here in America with American-made tech support. They have pre-built models ready to go, or they can build any custom computer you want to pretty much any spec you want. Go check them out. I'll have a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. So here's what happened. The guy that founded the company, Mike Cesario, was at a Vans Warped Tour concert, and he realized that all the people that were performing on stage were drinking Monster energy drinks all day, every day, which clearly is humanly impossible. So he got closer, investigated, and he realized that they weren't actually monsters. They were Monster tour water, basically Monster cans that Monster put water inside of so that athletes and band members and people that were performing could drink water and not drink Monster and die while they were doing whatever they're doing.
Interesting. So they still get to keep their promotional stuff with Monster, but it's still just water. But everybody thinks they're drinking actual, but all the fans, all the sheep, think they're drinking Monster, and they go, we gotta drink Monster just like our favorite bands do. That's actually really fucking clever. That is really fucking smart, honestly. And truth be told, I'm more than a little surprised that Monster hasn't actually tried to sell actual Monster water. Really. I'm honestly a bit surprised they have not tried to sell Monster water by itself. I mean, is Monster part of Coke or Pepsi? I forget. It's part of one of those two, isn't it? Like, they could probably make a killing doing that, honestly. They could.
Which Mike, the founder of Liquid Death, is like, wow, that's kind of fucked up and misleading. What if I did the same exact thing, except I just sold it as water and made water cool, like Monster and beer and energy drinks are cool? So that's what he set out to do. Okay, step number 1, get it a cool name. Liquid Death, the coolest name possible. It's absolutely perfect. Why would you call water Liquid Death? Because that's exactly what it is, okay? I've been saying this for years. Any body of water that's too big to fit in my cup is too much. Now, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but swimming is dumb and the ocean is absolutely terrifying. Now, is that because I was a fat kid growing up and I didn't like taking my shirt off in front of girls? Perhaps, but also maybe I'm onto something, because think about it, 10 billion, mammalian, fafillion years ago, fish were floating around in the ocean and they're like, man, this kind of fucking sucks. We should evolve us some legs so we can leave. And then they did that and they left. What's that? You're not
He's not wrong, chat. He's not wrong.
Vince, don't worry, I can keep going. Let's have a look at the license plate of the worst state in the country, Minnesota. The home of 10,000 lakes. Coincidence? I think not. Now, if you've never been to the state of Minnesota, let me break it down for you. It's like they took the state of California and said, how can we get rid of all the redeeming qualities of California, which is like the weather. They got rid of the weather. It's just cold California. That's all that state is. Now, is that because of all the large bodies of water around the state? Probably not, but you know what is? All of the bugs. Do you have any idea how many fucking mosquitoes you have when you have 10,000 lakes? They are the biggest mosquitoes I've seen in my entire life. I'm fairly confident it's their state bird. Okay, look, I'm just guessing, but your football team would probably be a lot better if they could practice without being attacked by blood-sucking hummingbirds all the time. Okay, look, if you're from Minnesota, don't take it personal. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I'm from Iowa. I'm contractually obligated to make fun of you.
Okay. I had I know what I was thinking of. The liquid death thing, like liquid death mountain water. It reminded me of, do you remember, Jack, do you remember when someone basically was trying to prove just how stupid Americans are? And they went around with a fake, I forget who it was that did, I'm pretty sure a couple of talk shows like, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver and probably a couple others would go out to probably like colleges, or I don't know if it was colleges or rallies or something, with a fake petition to ban dihydrogen monoxide. Yes, Jameson. Yes, you see where I was going. They would go with a fake petition to ban dihydrogen monoxide, saying like it can cause death, which yes, you can drown. And I forget all of the different things that they list off, which was factual regarding water. It's just only if you're an idiot was it going to kill you. And people were just going like, yes, it's terrible. I mean, think of the kid. They were just going ape shit, saying absolutely we need to ban dihydrogen monoxide and all that stuff. The liquid death can made me think of that like joke / social experiment / pain that we live in a society thing.
I'm probably just jealous that you guys have a pro football team and I don't, but to be fair, we do have the same number of Super Bowl wins. The point I'm trying to get to is that Liquid Death is the absolute perfect name for water. Everybody's freaking out about Panera's lemonade killing like 2 or 3 people over the course of 5 years. Meanwhile, water's out here sinking the entire Titanic and nobody bats an eye. So now they've got the perfect name, now they need the perfect tagline and the perfect mission statement. The tagline is going to end up being "Murder Your Thirst," which is fantastic. And then their mission statement is "Death to Plastic," basically justifying why they have their water in a can because, you know, plastic bottles are bad for the environment and save the turtles and all that bullshit. So they've got the perfect product. Now they just have to launch a viral ad campaign. And to do that, they're going to model off of energy drinks and alcohol, which is perfect because those are the 2 things that are so well marketed that people will actually go out and spend their money to buy merchandise. Which is basically, they've marketed the product so well that not only are people going to buy that product, but people are going to buy additional products like shirts, hoodies, jackets, hats, whatever, so that they can buy that and wear it, turn themselves into a walking piece of advertisement to let the rest of the world know, hey, I associate with this product and I'm cool too.
Oh, here we go.
Fellow kids.
So that's the plan. How are they going to accomplish it? Step 1, they're going to make a commercial, and that commercial is going to begin with a woman declaring.
Well, and Creed, you're not wrong. It does, like, the marketing of that eagle eagle design does make it look like it might be alcohol. It does. Yeah, I'm not pausing him in a great light
declaring
here.
herself as a paid actress.
I'm a professional actor, and
There we go. That's better. That eagle motif does look like it might belong on an alcohol can, like a White Claw or something. So yeah, I could see where, like, and this is kind of a testament to how so many things gain in popularity is because of marketing. Marketing is probably about off the cuff. Marketing is probably about 70% of any product's success. I would say, just off the cuff, no data, no, just going with my gut, 70% of any product success is based upon the marketing behind it. And this kind of dovetails into what I was saying last week, where people will purchase a product of based on form versus function. They will gravitate towards the pretty or the attractive or the cool. It's the rule of cool. They will gravitate towards a product that looks cool versus something that actually does what the fuck it's supposed to do. And Dubster, largely speaking, I would say you are correct, but there's a lot of wiggle room. If it gets marketed like crazy and the marketing is really good, the product performing well it can end up being a distant secondary. It can be. And if that's what they did here, I mean, great.
and I'm getting paid to tell you about a revolutionary new product.
She then proceeds to explain why water is metal as fuck.
Water is deadly. It kills innocent surfers and snowboarders and kayakers. Every year, water is responsible for thousands and thousands of deaths. Energy drinks only kill, like, what, 1 or 2 kids?
And then it pans out to reveal that she's been waterboarding some dude with liquid death
Oh my god.
the
Wait, hang
entire
on.
time. It's the perfect
Okay. That is fucking genius marketing. Because not only is it hilarious, it is 100% hilarious, but I'm gonna say it's also, those of you out there on the internet, you know who I'm talking to. Hey, you know. Hey. Not me. Definitely not me. But I know it's out there. No, they are.
perfect commercial for this product. Now, this is the point in time where the money's going to start rolling in, okay? Here's the plan. We're going to take that money, and then we're going to launch our new initiative. Remember, our mission statement is...
And no, chat, I'm joking. No, I am not into getting waterboarded or waterboarding someone. It's a joke. No, I'm not.
death to plastic. We don't like plastic bottles. So what are we going to do? We're going to use all our profits to pay for postage for our fans and other people to mail empty plastic bottles back to Coca-Cola and Pepsi to troll the rest of the industry. Okay, not only are they going to break into the food and beverage industry in like 2020, they're going to talk shit while they do it. Do you understand how unprecedented that is? Do you understand how hard it is to break into the beverage industry? It's virtually impossible because Coca-Cola's got that shit on lock because they started off way back in the day on easy mode when it was legal to put cocaine inside of your soda.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've got a cult following, okay? Just for the record, if you don't know, cocaine is bad for you. Does it smell great? Absolutely. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Moving on. Seriously, it's like...
No, I did not steal that line from Bad Electrician. This is the first time I've watched this video. Promise.
Me versus my grandparents at buying a house in our 20s. Back in the day, they paid like $5 and a half a bag of Skittles for a 5-bedroom house, and now that house is worth like $3 million. Do you
Yeah.
understand how hard it is to overcome that much of a head start? I mean, look at Pepsi. When they first came out, they couldn't get any market penetration against Coca-Cola because it was motherfucking Coca-Cola. They literally had to go out and buy the entire chain of Taco Bell and KFC just so they could get restaurants to have Pepsi products so that they could get people to try their shit.
Really? Okay. This I didn't know. Pepsi actually bought KFC and Taco Bell? Pepsi actually, do they still own KFC and Taco Bell? That is new to me. I never realized this. Wow. I mean, we're here for the liquid death water, and I'm finding out all sorts of different new and interesting things. Okay. That's cool. Big Dog, I can't stand Pepsi. I drink other Pepsi beverages. Pepsi itself, I can't stand. It tastes like, it doesn't taste good. It just does not taste good to me. It's my stream, I'm right. Hi, Froggy Shybot. Oh my god. Like I said, I like other Pepsi products. I'm fine. Hello.
PepsiCo once owned Taco Bell, acquiring it in 1978 for $125 million. However, in 1997, PepsiCo spun off its restaurant division, including Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC, into a new company called Tricon Global Restaurants Incorporated.
Really?
Tricon later changed its name to Yum! Brands Incorporated in 2002.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, and you're right, Dubster. Pizza Hut has been closing down pretty fast. Like I like other Pepsi beverages. I like 7-Up. Shit, which root beer they have? I think they have mug root beer. I'm fine with mug root beer. But the Pepsi itself, I just don't like. Yeah, Alistair. Yeah, when Taco Bell, when the franchise was in Demolition Man. Yes, well. I mean, it was a commentary on the time, which kind of still holds true. Honestly, it does.
The point I'm trying to get to is it's virtually impossible to break into the beverage industry, and these guys did it for virtually no money at all, and it's absolutely...
Big Dog, I didn't have an artist put anything into it. My model is a free model. All the facial expressions that you see, are a part of it. I did not buy this model. It's free. It's a free model. So this was just an outstanding free model that's very expressive.
incredible. So everything's going good. They're selling cans of water. They're selling every kind of merch you can imagine. Shirts, hats.
Oh, look at that watch. Chat, tell me that is not a tick-ass watch. That is awesome. I mean, I don't wear a watch very often, but that's awesome. And that water bottle. Like, I miss the top layer stuff. Hang on.
So everything's going good.
I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's an ashtray. Not a big fan of the mug. I love the flask. That flask is cool. Is it just a bowl? Okay. It's actually an interesting bowl. I don't know if I get it. The water bottles are cool, and that watch is
They're
awesome.
selling cans of water. They're selling every kind of merch you can imagine. Shirts, hats, water
Coasters.
bottles, fucking snare drums, LED...
Oh, I remember hearing about Crystal Pepsi. Yep.
signs, anything.
No, they teamed up with MeUndies. Oh my
Under
god.
the sun, they're selling because
Fuck. Eh,
their branding is that powerful. Then they take it to the next level and they start selling flavored sparkling water, which is absolutely genius because nobody's ever made flavored sparkling water cool. I mean, let's face it, most men would never ever in a million years consider drinking sparkling water in front of their friends, okay? You gonna show up to your buddy's garage with a 6-pack of Perrier or LaCroix? Absolutely not.
I don't know. Men in chat, do you like the flavored sparkling water? Is that to your taste? You tell me. No judgments. If you like the flavored sparkling water. What was it? I've heard of one. For the life of me, I can't remember what it was called. It was a sparkling water, came in bottles, I think. It was called like New York sparkling water or something like that. It was flavored. I think it was around like early 90s, I believe. Not Schweppes. This was like actual flavored sparkling water. Came in various flavors. I think there was like a root beer flavor and a black cherry flavor, and I want to say it was called New York sparkling water or something like not Fresca. No, not Fresca. God, I can't think of what it was called. Uh, but I think it was like early 90s. Apparently, it was pretty popular. Hang on, let me see if, give me 2 seconds, let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Oh wait, is that it? Yes, okay, found it, yes. New York Seltzer. New York Seltzer. Does anybody remember this? Hang on. Oh, it was not plastic, it was glass bottle, excuse me. Hang on. I show you. This. Does anybody in chat, were you old enough to remember this? This is what I'd heard about. Yeah, it was New York Seltzer. It came like a whole bunch of different flavors. It was flavored seltzer water. That's what I'm thinking of. They were from what I hear, they were pretty popular in, I think it was the early 90s. Like they were glass bottles with screw top, and they, from what I heard, they were pretty good. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I had this habit of doing that.
Okay, look, I'm a grown-ass man. I love all my friends. I could call up any one of them at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday and they'll help me bury a body in a cornfield with no questions asked. But if I start drinking fucking Perrier in front of them, the shit-talking is gonna continue for the rest of forever.
We? No, we are not French. We're American, because you're in America, okay? Greatest country on the planet.
But now that's not the case because I can show up with an 8-pack of tall boys that look like energy drinks or Four Locos and it's called Liquid Death. Nobody's gonna bat an eye. Buh! Are you really willing to overpay on water in a can just to maintain your fragile masculinity? Buh! You're fucking A-right I am. In fact, I'm gonna go buy a lift kit for my truck as soon as I get done filming this YouTube video so I can jack it 10 feet in the air and never take it off-road ever again. All jokes aside though, this product is actually genuinely cool because if you're an adult going to a party, you can bring this if you don't want to drink alcohol and nobody's gonna bat an eye and you don't have to have that awkward here's why I'm not drinking conversation. And for somebody like me who drinks energy drinks and beer and my kid wants to be like dad, I can give him a can of something that's not bad for him and he can drink that too and he gets to feel cool.
Honestly, this is like great marketing. This is great marketing for. I mean, some people make it. I don't think it's getting as bad nowadays. People I don't think will make it too weird nowadays. Unless they're drunk and they're just like inhibition free, and then they might make it weird. But it's like all the points he's making about how you can, you can go to a party and you can have it. Okay, Donut, have a good night. You can go to a party where people are drinking and you can have one of these and nobody's going to think differently because it looks like a can of alcohol based on the way they've designed it. Plus, the whole thing of, drink what dad's drinking and it looks like a grown-up drink. He's right on all these accounts. It's all marketing. It is. And, Robin Fillion, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
And they're actually starting to target kids specifically. I mean, here's their new mascot, Murder Mountain. He's got a can for a head, eyes for nipples.
Oh my God.
He's wielding a giant axe and he cuts people's heads off. And they're going to make it a new Fortnite skin, which I'm sure they're spending millions.
No fucking way. Okay, this was 6 months ago. Did they actually have a Fortnite skin for this guy? Chat, those of you that play Fortnite, did they actually have a Fortnite skin of this guy?
Cuts people's heads off, and they're going to make it a new Fortnite skin, which I'm...
Does this exist? I must know, chat. And, Just Joe, thank you for the follow. Also,
I'm sure they're spending millions of dollars to do. But for the first time ever, I feel pretty okay with a company targeting kids in their advertising because it's genuinely good for them. It's not Monster with their 54 grams of sugar per can. It's not fucking cigarettes trying to make candy-flavored cigarettes. It's not vape so my kid can blow a cumulonimbus cloud out of one of his nostrils that smells like fucking Fruit Loops. It's just water. They're making drinking water cool again. And the coolest part about this is if you try to stop Liquid Death in their mission from making drinking water cool, they will absolutely roast you. Got a couple of different examples, starting off with my personal favorite. They recently came out with a new line of tea, and one of the tea flavors...
Huh. Interesting. I can't tell the flavors. Grim Leaf, Restin... Okay, so peach tea, Grim Leaf. Not sure what that's supposed to be, and I can't tell what that one is. Shadowclaw, I don't have any doubt that a company doing this well would have pulled in some good artists to do that. Really, Spectra, that their tea is not great? Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Was obviously the classic half tea, half lemonade known as the Arnold Palmer. They wanted to stay on brand. They also wanted to give the nod to the heritage of the drink, so they named it Armless Palmer, which I thought was a perfect nickname. Now, apparently, whoever owns the trademark for the beverage of Arnold Palmer didn't find that funny at all, and they decided to send them a cease and desist letter telling them they had to rename that drink or quit selling it altogether. At which point, Liquid Death, realizing they didn't have the money to go toe-to-toe with these enormous beverage companies, said, you know what? Fine, we'll go ahead and rename it, to which they did. It's now named Dead Billionaire.
Oh, God.
Okay, now
hang on. I want to see that tweet.
It's now named Dead Billionaire.
If you like our Armless Palmer Team Lemonade, then you're going to love our new Dead Billionaire Tea Lemonade. Why? Because it's the exact same thing, only now it has way cooler name that won't require us to fight a senseless legal battle with large enterprises. Sends a letter saying we can't use the word Palmer, and who we are also partnered with a giant tea corporation. Both of whom have far more dollars to burn on legal fees than we do. Our new Dead Billionaire cans have started to trickle out on Amazon, begin hitting retail shelves in the spring. Experts are predicting potential walls in retailers as customers fight over remaining Armless Palmer cans before they become extinct forever. Beautiful. This is how you deal with corporate assholes like this.
Okay, now personally, I think that's hilarious. I believe in talk shit, get hit. However, a bunch of people on the internet got really mad about that. Now, here's the thing with that. Most of those people on the internet that got mad at that were people that would never ever drink Liquid Death in a million years anyways, so ultimately it doesn't really matter. And now, all the people that do drink Liquid Death, every time somebody asks what it is, they get to tell that really funny story. While we're talking...
And what he just said is basically a parallel for every internet fuckstick eternal victim whining and crying about everything on the internet these days. Everything they're whining and crying about, they don't care about. They don't They're not going to use it. They don't partake of it. They're just whining, crying, and bitching because they are permanent victims, and that's it. That's it. So it's a parallel there.
Talking about people being angry, let's go over what they do with the angry comments that they receive. They have a
This
in-house
should be
metal
good.
band and turn the comments into song titles. I'm gonna go ahead and read you some of those right now. Quote, "It's dumb, I won't buy it. Fuck whoever started this. Worst name for a water company. Huge tools.
Wait.
You
Who was? Hang on a
started
second.
this. Worst name
Okay, I thought that was an actress I knew from. I thought that was Tamra from Channel Awesome for a second, but I'm wrong. It's not her.
for a water company. Huge tools. You deserve your mouth pissed in. This is very demonic. Murder myself. Go fuck yourself. Good try, Satan. Blood everywhere? I thought this was alcohol. So in conclusion, that is a story of how a company that decided to put water in a can went from zero to $700 million in the span of 4 years. And if you care about the business aspect, I think the biggest takeaway from Liquid Death is that they managed to take a product, something that was completely neutral to absolutely everybody. Water. There was no good water, there was no bad water, and they made it controversial. They made people feel something about their particular brand of water. Whether that was love or hate was person to person.
Exactly, Nia.
But they felt something, and you can monetize something, but you can't monetize nothing. I mean, think about it. If somebody hates Liquid Death, it means that they're watching and they don't like what Liquid Death is doing. But regardless, Liquid Death still gets to monetize their viewership. And then, if somebody loves it, it's also because they're watching, and not only do they get to monetize their viewership, they get to sell them a product on top of that. Bearing that in mind, thank you for watching. If you hate what I'm doing, go ahead and keep watching so you can keep hating it. And if you like what I'm doing, best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Clack, bang, out. Not gonna lie, pretty proud of myself. When I said energy drinks and alcohol had the best marketing tactics ever, I almost brought up Got Milk and the government cheese cave conspiracy again, but I managed not to this time.
Fantastic. And I learned a few things. I did learn a few things today. That was nice.